Hi Virgo, happy July. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your July 2016 forecast for the month. It's a beautiful day, and I'm excited because this is a really great month for you, and if possible, it's a great month for rest, which I know Virgos might need because you're over analytical and your mind is always on a go. That you're appreciating the 12th house activity where you hold Leo this month. Please watch your rising sign if you're lucky enough to know the time of your birth. But let's start our month. Jupiter being with you still, Virgo, is spectacular for luck and expansion. And our new moon is on the 4th of July, and in the northern hemisphere, in the States, that is our Independence Day. July 4th, we have our new moon at 12 degrees of Cancer. And Cancer rules your 11th house of clubs and groups and a lot of your social activities, friends, goals, and wishes. So starting your intentions at the top of July in a sector that can really get you connected and affiliated with the right new clubs and groups is important. You might be switching out of some of your old patterns or clubs that you were connected to and starting something new. If you're applying for new, what is it, like when you, new memberships, when you have to pay dues and things like that, you have a lot of luck with you with Jupiter in your sign. So if they're going through submissions or resumes, you're getting selected for these organizations with Jupiter with you in the first house of self and body. Watch the expansion with Jupiter in the solar first house. He does tend to blow things up, so that includes the body itself. So you got to keep that in check. On the 12th of July, Venus enters Leo, and when Leo is activated, the sign just before you, this is the house of rest. This is Virgo's dream, although it's very hard for Virgons to rest. With Venus entering Leo through the 5th of August, and then the following day on the 13th of July, Mercury enters Leo until the 30th of July. Your 12th house of rest, spirituality, dreams, intuition, the house of endings, the house of completion, the house of addiction, and releasing addiction is what it is really impacted. So you could have luck in all of those areas. You could be very intuitive through dream, rest, REM sleep. Precognitive thinking could be active. I would keep a notepad next to your bedside. I do that anyway, even when my 12th house is not impacted. You get a lot of information through dreams, and when you start repeating dreams and dating them and putting down what moon, the moon was in what sign when you had that dream, you'll notice a pattern if you keep this up. It's pretty interesting, but I'm into that kind of thing, so I can do that for years. But with Mercury conjunct Venus, and then on the 22nd conjunct the Sun, who enters Leo, 3 major personal planets in the 12th house of rest. So perfect time for Virgo, now that your ruling planet Mercury is direct. Perfect time to take a vacation, the top of July and mid-July and through the end of July. So let's just say July. We have our full moon on the 19th at 27 degrees of Capricorn. And this earth sign, this full moon, will trine any planetary positions you have in Virgo. In the 5th house of children, or the 5th house of romance and dating and love, true love, the 5th house, creative endeavors, sports and gambling and leisure activities. It's one of my favorite words, leisure, pleasure, the 5th house of fun, enjoyment, gambling. I think I said that. But the full moon is bringing closure now. There's an ending and an awareness in the 5th house. It could be that your children are going back to school or traveling at that time. It could be that, I don't like this aspect, but a full moon in the 5th could see you ending in a dating or true love arrangement. But it's not the 7th house. It's not like divorce. It's just 5th house of light-hearted connection, but love is involved in the 5th house. So keep the 19th, in your mind for seeing something, an awareness here with the full moon in the 5th, seeing something with the children, an awareness in the love relationship. Or maybe putting an end to a creative endeavor that's just too exhausting or taking up too much of your time. On the 22nd, I said the sun enters Leo, and that happens every July 22nd through August 23rd. So I love that the 12th house is activated for you, and this is a good time to prepare for your solar return. On the 29th, Uranus is retrograding, but this isn't too bizarre for us because Uranus retrogrades once a year for half the year. So there's a need for more independence, and Uranus retrograde is more potent than Uranus direct. There's more autonomy needed, a desire for rebellion, and a strong will to break free out of position. So with him starting this retrograde July 29th, he'll be getting closer to the square of Pluto. Right now they're at a 9-degree distance with the square, but through April of 2017, they'll get as close as 3 degrees. So that will bring some tension between the 5th house of children and the 8th house of intimacy. Uranus is in Aries at 24 degrees, and he's governing your 8th house of intimacy, 8th house of shared resources, 8th house of sex. So the Uranian energy in that sector is making it very up and down, roller coaster, back and forth. It's on, it's off. Your intimate relationship could go through something like that. Your money with other people, your shared accumulative resources could go through some kind of roller coaster dynamic with Uranus retrograding. And of course, as he gets closer to Pluto, there is tension regarding this in your romantic endeavor or the money you have to provide for children at this time. So just watch for that. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. Pluto and Uranus are in the square for years now, but looking forward to the end of next year where they will be dissipating in their degrees. We need them further away from each other. October is not a good month for that square, but I'll get to that in a month or two. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I can do that. Okay, so your ruling planet, I discussed, is direct, but there's something interesting going on with Mercury that I wanted to tell Virgo about. On July 30th, Mercury will exit that Leo sector and enter your sign. And I love that for you because you get a lot done when Mercury is in your sign. However, he's there for a very long time. He's there until October 7th. And this is because he's going to retrograde in Virgo. On the 30th of August, so not July, but next month, you'll have him in your sign through July 30th through October 7th, but he retrogrades through August 30th through September 22nd in Virgo, from the 29-degree mark back to the 14-degree mark of Virgo. So wherever you hold those degree marks in your natal chart, that is your Mercury review. So I wanted to just mention that to you to prepare you a little bit in advance because there will be some technical difficulties or delays if you're traveling throughout that time period. But let's get to the cards. I'm using my favorite deck, Alchemical Deck by Robert M. Place. It is my go-to deck. If you book a reading with me, more than likely I will be reading you with this deck. And to book with me, I do this all through the week. This is my sole profession. I'm at audreyalison.com. And you can select your desired reading length via the PayPal button, and I will email you back in a day or two, and we can set up an appointment. Virgo, let's see, you were thoroughly shuffled. Let's see what your tarot taster is for the month of July. 3 of Cups, friendship, 11th house, the new moon in the 11th, support, friendship, generosity, kindness, and the 3 of Cups is an emotional card. So let's see what else comes up. King of Fire, Master of Feelings, fire sign male, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, feeling very strongly about their relationship with you is what I'm getting. Let me see what else comes up. The Fool. This is the new moon energy. The Fool doesn't mean foolishness. The Fool means taking a risk. See how he's blindfolded? And he's about to go on a voyage with a bunny at his feet? You want to do that every day, right? You want to go on a voyage with a bunny at your feet. He's not sure where he's going. This is the first card in the tarot. It's the number 0, but he's about to embark on an expedition. So there is a fresh start to this with the new moon in the 11th. Could be fresh start to the social sector. Interesting. Let's see what else comes up. Lady of Coins. This is the Virgo female. She is picking the flowers from property. She's gardening. She's staying close to the land. She's concerned about her prosperity and her health and her well-being. So some of you Virgos might not have been feeling physically 100%. You know, before your birthday, I know we have to get through Leo's birthday and then Virgo's birthday, but the 6 weeks out, 6 to 8 weeks prior to your solar return, your body is really going through a lot of downloading, and you can learn lessons from the full year in the last 6 to 8 weeks of your solar return. So from July and August, you could be needing that rest and recuperation from being a little overwhelmed or overworked. You have one more card, Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is a knight who rushes in, something, communication, or a person, it could be an attorney as well, who rushes in as a form of protection or helping you remove something that you're abusing or you no longer need in your life. The Knight of Swords could even be a form of yourself, a saving grace, a savior. You don't want to incorporate too many things on your plate that are unnecessary. You might be taking something off your plate. If you've got too much going on, Virgo can get overwhelmed because the mind is so active. You're ruled by Mercury, you're ruled by thought. You might want to slow down and do that vacay in July. But this is something interesting to me. The Master of Fire, the King of Feelings, the King of Wands. You could have a male energy around you or a love interest around you in that 5th house energy where there is the full moon, and you could be putting an end to something with this person, or you could be starting something new. There's a fresh start here, but there's also the removal of something in order for that fresh start, Virgo. So I think that you'll know personally what that means, how that applies to you. It can't be the same for thousands of people, but I hope this was helpful, and I appreciate your support in watching the video. I'm wishing you a great July, and remember, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.